What's up guys, Bionic here and welcome to today's Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we have some more news, really important news. First off, let's start with the fun stuff. We just had this relief package, stay home, stay safe. A lot of free stuff in here. We do not have ancient shards, that's alright, but we do have a rank 5 chicken, rank 4, rank 3, which is great. But more importantly, we have an extra 500 energy, which means you can keep farming those skull swarms and hopefully get all the ones that you need in order to fuse the new champion. I got lucky. This morning I pulled three back to back. Okay, so it really just depends. Some days you get it, some days you don't. Yesterday, late last night, I pulled one. So as of last night, I was averaging 1.5 a day. As of today, I'm basically averaging a little bit more, almost 2 a day. All right, so it looks like I'll be able to complete it because, like I said, I had a few of them to start off, and now I have that many more. So basically, I have a second Drake, and I'm working on the third one. Next, I also want to talk about, let me pull it up right here, farting cows. Another YouTuber who I gave access to my account, okay? So he took the time to review my account, and it's always nice to have this kind of like external view on what you've done. This is a highly experienced player. This is a player that is in the Platinum arena. He's taken the time to review Murder Inc., Stu Gaming's account, so he has a lot of good stuff to say. He tried out all of my dungeon runs. Some worked out nicely. The Fire Knight did not, but it still ended up working out, so it's always nice to see sort of, you know, like I said, a different take. So do go on his channel, subscribe please, and have a look at this review of my account if you want to have yet another kind of like quick overview as to everything I've done over the last 13 months. Alright, now we're also going to move on to some fresh news about patch 1.15. So the biggest one, guys, that we're going to be getting in here, no, not the fact that you can sell accessories like you can artifacts after a battle, possible to unlock champions in the tavern the same way you unlock them in the champion collection. So not 100% sure if this is, you know, the biggest change, but here it is, this one right here. Clan boss will have endless health points till the moment of his everyday refresh. Once the clan boss has 0 HP, he won't die. It will be possible to start the battle with the clan boss then, and the damage done will be counted towards the clan chest rewards. The limit of chests per day remains the same. This is important. So it means that all the clan members will be able to receive rewards, not just 15 out of 30. Guys, this is huge. This makes a huge difference because that means we can all hit that Ultra Nightmare every day. Once you've dealt enough damage to get the maximum amount of chests, then we can all hit the Nightmare and then get some chests there as well. Huge change, and patch 1.15 should be coming within the next 3 to 4 weeks because they've told us they will make the patches more often, right? So we'll get it basically very soon. Another great quality of life change. Alright guys, and now we're going to move on to something a little bit more interesting. I started some time ago an account showcase of some players who have also achieved something amazing in the game, right? Myself was kind of like the first one saying basically I remain free to play for the entire playthrough. I still am, and I reached my Arbiter in 9 months. Then, not too long after, somebody came out and said, hey, guess what? I reached my Arbiter in 6 months as a 100% free-to-play player. So, guess what? We have yet another one that has done so and reached the Arbiter in less than 6 months. So guys, there's definitely something going on here, which means that players are figuring out a way to do it faster and faster. Sure, you know, you got to get the right pulls in order to do that, but it's still absolutely amazing to see that it is possible. All right, so maybe these guys are extremely lucky with their pulls. I like to think that they're also very efficient managing their resources, right? They're picking their battles very well. They are using their shards at the right time, and so this is another perfect example. So we're gonna look at Dachi's account. I think that's how I pronounce it, mate. I hope I got it right, but we have the proof right here. See, collect, right? He just finished this yesterday, and even better, he's allowed me to go ahead and grab this Arbiter. And here's a pro tip for you guys and why we're doing this. During a champion chase tournament, you get points for when you get any champions by any means necessary. They say it right up here, right? So the second I pull this Arbiter, I should be getting a ton of points, and let's do it right now. Boom, Arbiter, she's coming. There we go. You received Arbiter, 650 tournament points, okay? So same thing, if ever you have like your Rosin Fusion ready to go, okay? He's done it already, but do wait during a champion chase tournament because that is going to give you a lot of points. Alright, so in the account review, we're going to do what we typically do. We're going to look at his roster, right? We definitely want to see what kind of champions he's got, what made it possible for him to get there. We're going to glance at his level 20 dungeon builds. We're not going to run them all, okay? Because one, they might not have a 100% success rate, which is totally normal. When you're trying to get Arbiter, all you want to do is to at least complete them on auto. I went as low as a 25% success rate when I did mine, and then when I got Arbiter, redesigned my entire teams in order to get them. He just got the relief package as well. Look at all these free rewards. So he's definitely going to put that to good use. Probably work on that Vargal guy, I think. Is he going for it? Oh, maybe not. But anyway, not a champion you necessarily need. So let's start looking at the champions. See how it's not loaded with a ton of legendary champions and a ton of epic champions and a ton of champions to level 60? Focusing on the core champions that make a difference for you to complete the dungeons. Trying to come up with a strategy with whatever the game throws at you. I think this is the crucial aspect of the free-to-play strategy, is that you do not have the luxury of getting everything you need or everything you want in order to complete. So we've got a Blood Gorge, which does not have his skills leveled. Masteries are almost all done. We've got a Rosin, of course. Rosin is so good. A very well-built Rosin. Wow, impressive. Okay, lots of defense. And skills are almost all done, right? Definitely want this to be reduced to level or 3-turn cooldown, right, as soon as possible. Masteries also all done. Very nice. Then we've got a Suzerain Caton. Okay, cool guy. He talked to me about this guy quite a lot. He did do his skills. He's been using him. This is an interesting champion, okay? His skill set is nice because first of all, you have an AoE A1. You've got some decreased speed, so some CC, which is always nice. And then you've got a chance of placing a decreased defense and weaken on your enemy champions, right? It's not as best or as good, sorry, as the Venus or the Dracomorph debuff, but it's still a very good option. So I see why he's using him. And then removing shield, block damage, and unkillable buffs from champions. This is also very nice. And then of course the masteries are done. He's using an Exemplar. Okay, very nice, very nice. Skills are not completely done, so we'll see where he uses her. The masteries are. We've got a Battle Sage, probably using her in the arena because you get the speed aura. Then we've got all the skills leveled. Yeah, his masteries. Okay, so full speed and shield, which is really nice. Probably also very useful in the dungeons, right? Sepulchre Sentinel. The champion I wish I would have kept, but then again, no, because I got Rotos, okay? So I really hope I get one. Decrease attack in one champion. But this champion is absolutely fantastic and built just right, once again, for the clan boss. Skills are all done. Yes, yes, yes. Masteries also all done. We've got an Aothar, which deals a ton of damage. He's a good poisoner because of this skill right here, okay? 4 times at random. Each hit places a 5% poison, not a chance to happen, and then it deals quite a lot of damage as well. All right, and in lifesteal gear, of course, here are his masteries, always going for at least the tier 6 in the beginning, which is a great way to just save a little bit on resources. Those 2 extra masteries might not be worth it if you're really just trying to squeeze out as much efficiency from your champions as possible. Then we've got the Miscreated Monster, of course. Now this guy is an absolutely a beast. You want him in dungeons, you want him in the arena. Really, really nice. So I'm glad he pulled this guy really early on because this was probably a key champion for him to complete the missions and whatnot. And we'll look at that in a little bit. All right, so quite a lot of HP, of course, because his skills do scale off of HP. And then he's got all of the skills completed. Masteries are not even done. So this is nice. Again, he's made it work. You always, as a free-to-play player, will try to do the minimal amount of work for you to complete something, and then eventually you'll try and min-max your champions. Using a Vala, okay, nice. We've got some decent stats here as well. I like it. And what about the skills? Okay. So he started working on them. Again, this is a totally free champion, and if I would have had her earlier on when I started, but she wasn't there, right? She was given as part of the Amazon Prime stuff, I would have definitely used this champion because she is very strong overall. No masteries done yet. He's got this one cold heart with, you know, just the right amount of masteries. Once again, all the skills are level. This is a rare champion. It should be relatively easy. Just the right amount of accuracy. The speed is maybe a bit low to go twice before the spider, but then again, what you really want is 70% crit rate and then as much crit damage as possible. So very well built, also over 30k HP, which is important, and that's typically with an HP chest. Very good, very good. He knows what he's doing, so kudos for that. And then we've got Kale, of course, probably built as a poisoner for the clan boss, which is typically how he shines towards the mid to end game until you get a better poisoner, right? So overall, decent stats. Skills probably all done, of course. And then we've got the masteries completely done. We've got an Elaine, which is, okay, also geared. Stats are, skills, sorry, are also leveled. I actually started out with Elaine and ended up not ranking her to 60 and ending up kind of using her as food because I did not have any more use for her. And now moving on, we've got the Apothecary. Of course, such a game changer on any account. You want this guy as early as possible. Full speed ahead with some really good stats overall. 40k HP, this is nice. A lot of defense as well, very, very nice. So great build, great champion to have. I assume he's using him in the clan boss, right? Because I did not see counterattack champion, so we'll look at that in a little bit. And all the skills, sorry, are leveled, of course, and the masteries are fully done. All right, and then he's got a Prince Kaimar, which is probably very nice in the arena, right? I don't know if he uses them, uses him there, sorry. And skills are not done, probably not a priority, so good job. And then no masteries done so far. So now I assume the rest is probably kind of just things he's working on the side. We do have the ultimate Gaelic. If you do not have a ton of cold hearts, like I did to complete your spider level 20 missions, then ultimate Gallic is a huge gimme because of the AoE HP burn, right? And this does a ton of damage. It works very well in the spider, so we'll look at that in a little bit. Did he do his skills? Nope. Good. Probably don't need it because he's a very niche application, right? Typically only really the spider. I use him in spider and ice golem, but definitely not a must for the ice golem. Then we've got an allure, which is also very important if you want to have an easy time against the fire knight. So we'll look at his build in a second. Haikatoon, marksman, not sure if he uses him. And then we've got a coffin smasher for decreased attack A1. We've got a Killian. So you can see that he's got a little bit of gear on his other champions, but I'm not sure he's using them all. All right, so now let's move on to the fun stuff. We want to see how he completed the latest level 20 missions, right? I assume all of his keeps are being done quite fast, right? A minute. And at this point, I also assume the teams are very similar from one keep to another. Not really important at this point. If you've reached Arbiter, then we assume that you can do all of these keeps and the Minotaur in roughly a minute, minute and a half, right? That's typically how it goes, like right here as well. Reusing the same champions. Very, very nice. Okay, let's look at these teams. 8 minutes, 15 seconds. That's way better than when I did my missions in order to get Arbiter. My first runs of the Ice Golem on auto level 20 were like 20 some minutes, man. I was overkill on survivability. It was just really, really long, but it worked. So, Sepulchre Sentinel, good. We've got the Rosin, why not? Miscreated Monster, Vala, and Apothecary. Very nice. Seems like a very defensive team. Lots of survivability, which is why it's taken a lot of time. But then again, it does not matter. All you want to do is complete those 10 missions on auto. Then we've got the Spider. Spider. Yep, okay, AoE HP burn. We've got, of course, Rosin for the decreased defense and weaken. We've got 1 Cold Heart for the enemy max HP, and Battle Sage for increased speed. Miscreated Monster for survivability. Very good. Glad he made it work with this. Again, reusing his champions. Very, very nice. Then we've got the Dragon. Okay, Sepulchre Sentinel again, Miscreated Monster again, Apothecary again, Rosin again. Guys, this is what you have to do. In the beginning, as a free-to-play player, you do not have the luxury of having highly efficient and dedicated teams for all of your dungeons, all right? So very good then using a poisoner like Eothar, which will shine against the dragon. So very nice, once again, very impressive. And finally, let's look at the Fire Knight. And again, it's like the same team. Wow, guys, this is very impressive. I don't know if you played around with these a little bit since, but I'm very impressed that he can reuse his champions across the board. I did the same thing. My Crimson Helm basically allowed me to complete everything, which is a champion I got early on. So very good, very well thought of. Big applause for Dachi for getting this done. All right, now let's look at the arena. So we're in gold tier 4, halfway to platinum. Very good in 6 months. Defense-wise, what are we running? Of course, the Prince Kaimar. We've got the Rosin, Suzerain Catone, and Apothecary. So very fast turn meter reduction, asleep for some CC, 100% turn meter reduction rather from Rosin, increased speed, the good aura for speed. So guys, this is probably a very good team or very annoying team to deal with in the arena. And then the Suzerain Catone, who's kind of like the nuker and can ignore the block damage, right? Or remove them, I think, before attacking. So very good, very impressive once again. And finally, let's look at his clan boss performance. Nightmare, not on there. I think he's probably still doing the brutal. Did he do a run today? Maybe he did not even do a run. Okay, so let's just, here we go. So we've got, of course, the Sepulchre Sentinel, we've got 2 Poisoners, we've got our Rosin, and then we've got the increased speed, right? It makes total sense. Looking at his lineup, this is probably his best setup for now. So again, very good, very impressive, and guess what? It's all the same champions for the dungeons. Alright, and now let's finish it off with a quick dungeon run and 1 arena run so that you guys can see his teams in action, right? I'm hoping that it's going to be very fast for you guys because this video is starting to be very, very long. And if you're still with us, then thank you very much, guys. But do let us know what you think in the comments below. It's always nice to have everybody's opinion on how, you know, this has been done, how it's been built. So what do we got? We're going to have probably an increased attack, yep, from our Battle Sage. We're going to have Sheer. Can that land? No. Okay, so we'll see how much time it takes, but this is always a hit or miss from our Rosin because it's the weak affinity. So you get a weak hit, you do not get the debuffs to apply. We did get the AoE HP burn, applied from our Ultimate Gallic. Then we got our first turn meter reduction from the Heartseeker from Cold Heart. So far looking good. The Spider has not yet taken a turn, and we're heading towards 50% HP. All right, so at this point, we have to hope that everything lines up again and that she doesn't take a turn, but we'll see. We've got boosting turn meter from our Ultimate Gallic, which is really nice. And by the way, he's not booked, right, as we saw, which is really good because in order for me to make this build work, I had to book my Ultimate Gallic. I thought it just wouldn't be possible without. And of course, our Rosin has taken some damage, but look at that. Look at all those shields and then clearing the debuffs off the Rosin with the Battle Sage. So this is our tank. It's like our infinite tank who's going to keep taking the damage, the hits from the spiders. He's going to get poisoned, but with the shield and the clear debuffs and the lifesteal set, he's healing himself, and so it's not an issue whatsoever. Then we've got our decreased defense and weaken from the Rosin. So now we should have a really strong hit from our Cold Heart. See, here we go. Poison, shield, shield. We're not in any danger. We're going to heal ourselves right back up, and then the Battle Sage at one point is going to clear that. Another big Heartseeker from Cold Heart. This is looking good. So we're not going to get a really fast run because we did not get the decreased defense and weaken right off the bat from the Rosin. But hey, it is what it is, man. This game is all about RNG. Miscreated Monster taking a lot of damage here. Is he going to survive? Now he's low. There we go, big shield, boom, right back in action. We're good. And right back onto the Rosin as the tank. So I like it. Again, using everything to his advantage, and I'm pretty sure like it wasn't easy to fine-tune this for this to work, right? It's always off by a little bit, your stats are not quite there, and then you think it's working, it might work one run, then you realize it doesn't work the next, but that's the whole point, guys. It's all about figuring out your strategy in order to do this, and then it looks like this is just about done in a second. I think we need, what, a couple more hits on the queen. Clear debuffs again, and there we go. HP burns. We don't have much more. 1, 2, and then 1 on the... Yeah, that's enough. Nope, we cleared the spiderling, so we're gonna hope that this HP burn right here is enough. Should be. Looks like it is. Or we're just gonna get a big hit from someone. Just about there. Ah, it's too bad, man, because he was really just there, and then, you know, we're adding another, like, 20 seconds. But that's all right. It's done. There you go. So now let's look at an arena run, right? I want to see how this team works, and I don't know what he can take on, but I'd assume he's going to want to take on something, yeah, that he's faster, and I don't know exactly how fast, so let's just try this here, and let's see this build in action. All right. Gonna put this on speed. Let's go. We're going to increase speed, of course. Then we're going to, I assume, turn meter reduction across the board, right? That's a great form of CC. Then we've got Blood Gorged. This is cool. Puts one of each target's skills on cooldown. Not a lot of champions do this in the game, but it's another great form of CC, as well as providing some damage at the same time. So let's try this. Yeah. And then, of course, we are going to want to do this, or are we going to go first again? Looks like our turn meters are increased a little bit, so I'm going to go right into this right now because it's going to fill our turn meters as well. Okay, and then we can go right back into another turn meter increase. And why not? Just decrease turn meter again. This is super annoying. And what about this? Again, skills on cooldown. See, like, this is really strong. There's a lot of CC going on in here, so I like it. And what about some sleep? Yep, across the board. Now we can start cherry picking who we want to take out. Let's take out this Tyrell. Then let's take out... Who's next to go? He's about to wake up. Boom, gone. Block revive as well. And now we can just finish this off. Alright, so guys, you saw it. Another free-to-play account that did the Arbiter within 6 months. I think it's absolutely amazing. Dachi has been on my Discord server and also been commenting on my videos for such a long time. He's a really friendly guy. So guys, do join us on Discord. He's actually one of my moderators now, sorry. And I really want to thank him for being super active. And I'm glad he's given me the chance to review his account. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.